Zion Williamson has another injury setback.
Hate to see it.
He will miss multiple weeks with a right hamstring injury.
He's breaking my heart.
And re-aggravated that injury. And since being out, the Pelicans have lost 14 of the last 20 games.
Been mid.
Including a 10-game losing
back
streak.
Last 5-6 games.
They have been playing pretty well of recent.
Really?
But to speak very quickly about Zion, it's upsetting because we understand when he's on the court, he's one of the best basketball players in the game. It's really that simple. In 29 games, averaged 26 on insane efficiency, one of the best finishers near the basket, one of the most dominant players in the NBA. It's just really disheartening and sad that he can't stay on the court consistently. And what's been upsetting also is that this isn't an injury that just happened. He had a hamstring injury that he was playing through that the Pelicans were covering up, but Zion naturally does not heal as fast, allegedly, according to reports, and then he re-aggravated it against the 76ers, and then re-aggravated it again a couple days ago. And now apparently this injury is a lot worse than what people are anticipating. Right now it's looking like he's going to be out till maybe the end of March. It's really sad because we understand the high level of basketball the Pelicans play when Zion's on the court. When he is the point Zion, the Pelicans are simply better offensively. And that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone, of course, because we understand the dominant force that Zion is. But, of course, I'm just hoping for the best for Zion. He's one of my favorite players in the game. I'm looking forward to his return and wishing him a speedy recovery.
That's all you had to say?
What else is there to say?
You're not going to speak on the Pels at all? It's just, B.I.'s back. How do you think he's been?
It's about Zion. B.I.'s been pretty solid.
I actually want to tell you guys something. Jalen Brunson has 36 right now.
I actually just seen that, but I thought you said
He's playing,
it.
He's playing the Nets.
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for?
Mikal Bridges has
What do you
7
mean?
points.
Come on, bro.
I
Mikal has 7?
have no clue.
That's so Mikal.
Obviously, I'm rooting for the Knicks.
That's so
I'm
Mikal
a Knicks
of him.
fan.
That obviously is crazy.
Obviously, he's nuts.
What do you mean, obviously? I'm a Knicks fan. That's my team.
You definitely have more tweets
I'm
about
confident
the
if
Nets
Kevin
and the
Durant
Knicks.
was still in the Nets and the Nets and Knicks played
Have
the
you seen my
playoffs, I'd pick the
tweets?
Nets.
I've been praising Jalen Brunson this entire season.
Oh, I know. That's
talking
why you
about the
should
Nets
know how
this
much you're
entire
tweeting
season.
about the Nets.
JB, baby.
The real JB?
Stop playing. Jalen Brown can't touch him. Jalen Brunson is the man. Now he's averaging
He's a dog.
36 in New York.
He's a
He
dog.
is like that.
Who's like
He's a dog for real.
You've been praising Jalen Brunson, but you talked about the Nets more than the Knicks this year.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, so far, but not no more.
Ben Simmons has 8 minutes.
He sucks.
8 minutes is nasty
What the hell are
work.
we doing? He's
Oh
not good
my
at
God.
basketball.
He's barely in the rotation. He's
I mean-
the 10-man off the bench.
don't
There's
think that
9 guys
tells
better
you-
than them.
All right. It's very easy. Dinwiddie, 25 minutes. Claxton, 21. Finney, 26. Cam, 22. Mikal, 26. O'Neal, 14. Cam Thomas, 13. Sharp, 10. Harris, 11. Ben Simmons, 8.
I'd rather play Day'Ron Sharp than
Well, he has
Ben
2
Simmons.
points.
Simmons or Sharp?
1 for 2, Ben. He took an attempt, Took
Put
2.
me out of my misery, Ben.
Yeah, but you don't have anything else to say about your Pels and.
I mean, I could talk about the Pelicans. I understand that they're not the same team without
Well,
Zion.
I mean,
They
you're just
top-
very hypercritical of the Clippers and their injuries, and Zion coming into this year in his career hasn't been that healthy.
I'll say this. I've been very firm. When the Clippers are healthy, I acknowledge them that they're one of the better teams in the league. So I don't know.
No,
Is this
I'm
like
all-
a hurrah, yay moment
No,
for you?
no,
or
fuck,
something?
No,
fuck
that's
that,
how
fuck.
it felt.
No,
so I'm
I'm
wondering.
very curious as to what do you think about Zion and Brandon Ingram being in and out the lineups repeatedly. Like, how does that sway in the
So really,
Pelicans
it's only been
championship
been Zion that's been in and out of the lineup
Oh,
'cause-
B.I. missed a good amount of time.
this season.
Yeah.
This is the first time that we've seen Bi really be hurt for an extended period.
We
of
didn't see
time.
them play last year. Them together. I wanna say.
Again, if that's your you can have concerns about the Pelicans and the lack of continuity that they have because they're not on the court. That's a different conversation.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think going in, because the playoffs is coming, it's should it be here? Very
Yeah,
soon.
low-key.
So is that going to hinder their playoff hopes?
Well, it
'Cause you were high on this team.
It depends. It depends. Well, of course, I was high when Zion
I'm
was
actually
playing.
I'm picking on you because you were the most high. That's why
No,
I'm picking on you.
I'm fine if this is your definition of picking on me,
Yeah,
because a
it's-
lot of this is predicated off Zion Williamson being healthy and on the court. And if you want to say that you're going to pick on me for Zion not being available,
Jokes.
then it's a different conversation. Also, then again, I'm with Joel here. If this is your hurrah moment on Zion's not available,
Oh no, you just took too personal.
then what did you mean by this?
I-
What do you
I-
mean too personal? Because ultimately,
oh my
you're.
God, I just asked you how do you look at this team going forward, like in terms of playoffs?
I
'cause-
gave that analysis. Without
They're gonna-
Are they
Zion,
a contender?
without Zion, absolutely
Nah,
not.
they're
Well,
not.
Zion will be
No,
back
no
for the
Zion.
playoffs.
That's what I'm saying.
God willing.
That's
I mean,
the question.
we got 3 months.
He just had a setback again, though.
I guess
What is
2 months really.
What,
April, mid-April?
March, April.
2 months.
February's almost over.
That's what I'm saying. It's scary season.
You don't think we'll be back by 2 months?
I'm praying.
I don't.
Like, am I wrong to worry about that?
No, not at all.
No.
Just
I
curious.
mean, as an organization, this is tough. Because you haven't seen your duo play. Like, they haven't played many games together. I actually don't know the exact number that they have played together. So you haven't seen seen your trio play in Zion, Brandon Ingram, CJ, right? So you don't really know the full. Like, when Zion was playing and Brandon Ingram was out, they were one of the best teams in the West. So you haven't seen, and then when Zion went out, they went on that 12-game losing streak. B.I. came back, they won a couple games, but you haven't seen this team at its peak. So it's like continuity is important. We all know that chemistry is important, especially before the playoffs. They have. Oh, that's actually better than
No, way better than I thought.
Hey, what are you talking about?
B.I. and Zion have played 93 career games together.
That's better than I thought.
Well, that's because the
most of the
season was
2021
was the year that Zion averaged 27 on 61.
Yeah, so then, damn, that sucks.
They've played
Okay.
that many. I'm shocked.
Yeah, I was actually shocked too. But I think this, like, because I know we.
Zion played 93 games in his career.
Fucking respect.
Oh, that's rude. I mean,
He played 62 games in the 72-game
Oh,
season.
my bad.
that was rude.
Casuals,
I'm
man.
just mad that Tatum laid a stinker the other night.
We won.
Yo,
did
that
lay a
tweet had me
stinker, though.
fucking
That
crying.
was a good response.
What was the?
I was dying. He's like, you only want to tweet about Tatum playing like when he plays like dog shit. And he's like, well, tell Tatum to stop playing like dog shit or something like
Nah,
that.
it wasn't. He was like, "Why don't you tweet about the Celtics
That's what it
blowing
was.
out the Grizzlies without JB?" And I was like, "Why don't you tweet about
JB
Tatum playing like
Brogdon,
dog
smart
shit?"
and
That was bad timing, man. You were
and
susceptible.
Rob? No, someone else didn't play.
You were susceptible on that tweet.
We won. Hey,
That was bad
You
timing.
guys did win.
That
Tatum
was-
did lay a stinker.
Yeah,
though.
ratio.
Did Dylan Brooks
he didn't
lock him?
score a point.
He did.
Okay,
I liked
Not
both.
ideal.
I liked
Not
I liked both tweets, so I didn't seem
I
biased.
understand.
Listen, man, I do think that for the Pelicans, it's a concern.
I'm just wondering, is this a red flag?
I mean, it could be a red flag at this point. I mean, we all knew that Zion had to stay healthy, and hopefully he does, because he's one of the rare and special talents in the league right now.
Let's see how many career games.
But not only is it the injuries, I do think there's a real
114,
question about the fit between
Close.
BI
You
and
think so?
Zion. I do.
20 games.
Like what? In terms of what? Like,
I just think that
'cause
Brandon
I don't even.
Ingram,
Like, I don't think there's enough film to really assess this.
I think Brandon Ingram
duo.
is much better when he has the ball and is the go-to option for his game and his numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I think Brandon Ingram is somebody that, with his own team and own offense, he's
Mhm.
averaging 27 a game. With Zion, he's going to average 25 to 27, and
Regardless.
BI is going to be like 20 to 21.
Which
I don't
one's
know.
more conducive to winning?
Point Zion. They were the number one
Probably.
seed. It's that easy for me.
Zion's a better player, yeah.
I mean, and then the idea would be try to get Bi. I mean, they both can eat. I don't see why.
I don't want this conversation to go into Pelicans should trade
No,
BI.
no, whoa. Wait. First of all, the deadline's over. Second of all,
You know what I mean?
we're not even. We're not because I'm not even going that far because we haven't seen them at their peak
I
yet.
just know
so-
you're a BI hater.
Yeah, I am generational with it, but I'm also understanding of his game that he's a good player, and I understand that we haven't given him enough time. They haven't played a playoff series yet, so I don't know.
I don't
what
know
they
why
are.
you're a generational BI hater though, because when we saw him in the playoffs, he was unbelievable.
I forgot.
While Mikal Bridges was playing
think-
defense on him.
I think I'm a
and he ate
generational Bi hater because
because of the fans.
I have beef with some Pelicans.
But why? Fuck that.
Oh no, this
Beef with
doesn't
Pelicans.
stop my. I think he's a good player. This doesn't stop my hate though. My hate will thrive, as it always
Well,
is.
then I'll continue to. Well, it doesn't matter because if he continues to play well, I'm going to pretend like you didn't believe in him. I don't care
I mean,
if
if you
you
want
think
to
he's good.
pretend that way, that's fine. I'll allow you to get that W, But I just want to see this group in the playoffs. I mean, they have a lot of talent, I do think they need a different five, though. I do think the JV fit is kind of dead in the water.
JV needs to go.
Yeah.
He needs to go.
Who would you replace him with?
I think a guy like Miles Turner-ish would have been cool with them. Not Miles Turner, but somebody
Yeah,
like
what you
that.
mean.
Somebody that could stretch the
Shoot.
floor, let Zion just dominate the paint. The BI and Zion fit, though, it's very interesting. It's very, very interesting. Zion being a number one, BI being a number two.
Also becomes more interesting when you add CJ McCollum into that mix. It's like there's a lot of mouths to feed there, and it's hard to get all of them involved.
But I think they both can eat. You can have a 1A, 1B type
I don't
thing.
disagree. I feel like the 21 to 22 point per game is a little bit low for BI. I understand that.
That's what he's been.
No, I understand, but I understand that that's also a short amount of time in the new BI that we've seen. In the terms of last year, BI really took a step up in his game, and this year, unfortunately, he did have the lower leg injury and the toe injury that kept him out for a ridiculous amount of time. But I feel like this new BI, the BI who's extremely confident in his offensive game, and with Zion playing the point, or at least taking that type of responsibility to initiate the offense, it'll allow BI to get a little bit more involved as well and get his buckets as needed. I think both of them can succeed, but again, it becomes difficult with CJ McCollum in the mix too because he's supposed to be the point guard. He can because he's played that role in Portland, but last year, when Zion out, we saw them have success when CJ McCollum was taking that responsibility of being the point guard.
Limited success.
No doubt. Yeah. But now we see they have more success when Zion takes control of the point responsibilities. But then CJ kind of gets lost in the mix when now if you're Zion, understand you're one of the most dominant paint scorers in the game. On top of needing to cater to BI, and now also needing to cater
catering
to
CJ is the last.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying.
Even that's not the big deal. It's more
I'm just saying
because CJ, I feel like
I'll be honest,
fine.
that's the last thing I'm worried about.
And it's crazy too. You said that because CJ is still a very, very good player in his own right.
He'll play, but you got Zion and BI. I mean,
facts. That's what the two needs to be oriented around, and it's about CJ understanding what his new role needs to be on that team. I think it's more so a CJ thing as opposed to a BI thing.
I think that would be resolved quickly, though. I feel like CJ knows his place. I feel like with Zion and BI, he knows pretty clearly he's the third option.
I think he does know that, but I think him getting traded from Portland to this situation, his idea was, all right, I can play my style of game now and not have to worry about another guy playing similar. In this unfortunate situation, there is no one that plays similarly to CJ. It's just that Zion is better with point guard responsibilities.
I can't wait till Dyson Daniels takes his spot.
That'd be cool.
Holy moly.
That'd be cool.
I can't wait.
But that's not going to happen.
What? 2 years.
2 years?
That's okay. 2 years together.
I like Dyson a lot too, but CJ is still
6'7",
very good.
Good defender. Long, lengthy.
He is.
2 years. 2 years. But yeah, this Zion injury, it sucks. It truly does suck. You don't want to, as much as I love the hate, the generational hate is real. I don't want to see anybody hurt. I don't want to see anybody be injured. I want to see the best guys play. I love to see it because it shows who's the best of the best. And the Pelicans were a scary team, and I think this sucks for them because now it's possible that they go into the playoffs injured, and you don't want to see that. You don't want to see teams going in injured. You want to see teams at their best, especially in the West, where the West is so wide open. You can see some dangerous-ass playoff series with some healthy teams. So I think it's interesting, and I think it sucks for Pelicans fans. And I think it is alarming. I wouldn't say red flag. I'll go yellow because, Zion being hurt, Zion being hurt for the past 2-3 years is not ideal, especially so young in his career. And you're going to need him to win down the road. And as you get farther into the playoffs, it puts a lot of strain on your body. Everybody knows that. It's tough on your body. So I think that sucks for them, but I think Zion will be okay.
Yellow flag, but it's maybe a light red flag.
I was
going to say yellow flag.
It's orange.
Yes, because hurt basically every single year, and your game is so much molded around your physicality. And
well, for him, yeah.
Exactly, but that's why it's worrisome when you have
big guy.
We need Baby Shaq to be okay, man.
Huge guy.
Baby Shaq is getting baby hurt,
It sucks. It sucks.